Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. Time now for Car Talk with Brad Doenges and friends, because Brad always brings friends right here.
Love to bring in people. Yes, good morning, friends, and good morning, Tom, and
Hey.
hello, Tammy. Good morning to you. Welcome to Car Talk. And we have Tammy Falleaf from the Bartlesville Roundup Club.
Right.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's hot. It's near the end of July.
Yeah.
Certain things happen every summer this time of year. One of
Yeah.
them's the big Bartlesville or Green Country Rodeo, right?
Right,
And
42nd annual.
42nd year, and great event. And really, I know it's getting time when people come starting selling the tickets, and we're
Yes, I have some of those.
yeah, no, I've bought several rounds of those this year, and hopefully we'll have the Little Britches and the Queen selected and all the events. So
Yes.
it's a great time of year, and it's such a good coming together of the community, and you guys do stuff all year, and so
Right.
this helps kind of promote that and gives us a chance to put the spotlight on you. So we're excited about that. It is hot. It's kind of nice this morning and humid, a little bit humid, and it is summer. We've been really busy at the dealership lately, and it's typical this time of year with people coming and going on lots of vacations and road trips, and the summer heat does put some stress on your vehicle too. If you need to keep the maintenance up and take care of it this time of year, it's I think a vehicle can have heat stroke too if you're not careful.
My goodness.
Well, so this is the 42nd year for the rodeo.
Yes, sir. We're really out there already every night
Getting
preparing
ready.
for
Yeah.
it. Lots of work to do, lots of mowing, repairs. The bleacher, few boards are loose. We're trying to make it all safe and nice as possible.
Excellent. And we have some big crowds usually, lots of folks.
Yes, every night. The last 3 years have just been record setters, and we're expecting the same this year. Thursday night is our lightest night, and so if you don't like huge crowds, Thursday night's the night to go. But there'll be plenty of there, and lots of very good competitors. I mean, it's the toughest around.
Yeah, it really is a competitive rodeo. It's not just a local event. This is an event that draws
No.
people from all over, and it's been honored as one of the best rodeos
Yes,
in the
it
country.
has. It has. It has. And we have something for everybody. We've got the calf scramble for the little kids and the mutton busting, and then there will be the wild horse race, which is not a sanctioned event, but that is always wild. And just
When is that? Because I think
It's at
somebody
the-
listening is going to be interested.
right now, if you're going to enter, and if your little one is going to get in the mutton busting, they need to be there about 6:30 to come and enter each night, because
Okay.
it's a nightly jackpot. The entry fee is minimal. Also, the same with the junior barrels and the peewee barrels. That is a nightly jackpot, and they can enter about 6:30 or 7.
Okay, so just coming in.
Uh-huh. Now they'll start the rodeo off a little bit early with the mutton busting between 7 and 7:30. They'll start the mutton busting and get that out of the way. So come early for that, because that is always
That's really one
that
of
is
the
fun.
greatest
It is
times.
fun. They're so cute, and then come early just to get a good spot to park and walk
Right.
up and get settled and get you a cold drink and a hamburger or a
Lots of good food
Indian
out
taco
there. Uh-huh.
or something. It's always really good food. We get our beef from the butchers, so it's not just your store-bought hamburger meat. It's good
That's
stuff.
Oh, definitely. And it's next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. The main rodeo events start about 8 o'clock, I think.
Right. Grand entries at 8 o'clock.
And lots of great fun stuff leading up to that, and lots of great sponsors too. I
Yes.
should promote some of
Yeah.
them.
Do you mind if I
No,
just
please,
mention a few?
please
I
do.
just
No,
have
I think
a.
we should. No, I mean, Bartlesville.
Okay,
That's what this is all about, really. here, isn't it? It's not
We have
so
a
much about
lot.
Doenges
We
and
have a
about
lot, yeah. And thanks to Doenges, that we'll be driving your truck out there, I believe.
Yep.
And we really appreciate that more than you know. Um, uh, uh, we've got some of our main biggest sponsors, of course, is Bartlesville Visitors Bureau. Without them, they give us a big boost.
Yeah.
And then
And they help promote so much too.
they
I
do,
mean,
they do. And then there's the insurance companies, State Farm Insurance. Boy, those boys they are supportive of our community.
Yeah.
You got
And Jim Moore and
Jim
those
Moore,
guys and
Zach Henderson, Matt Spence. They're awesome for our community. And then we got the Backroads Bar. They're really awesome. And then Williams Concrete. Now, those are just some of the bigger ones. There are more. I just don't, I couldn't, there's
That's all
not
right.
enough time in the day to mention all of them. But we thank you. And our announcer will be blowing up their names come the rodeo night.
Yeah, that's right.
Every
Well,
night.
nothing goes on without the big sponsors, and especially with all the prizes and stuff you got. And you're gonna, and
We'll have door prizes. So buy a program, and there's a really good chance you'll win something really nice from the community as a door prize.
right. And this, the Roundup Club goes back even longer than the rodeo, right?
Well,
And
1941
That's right.
is when
And
it started.
it's about the same time my grandfather came to Bartlesville.
Is that
too.
right? So there was a guy, Mr. Bumer, lived on the other side of town where we're at. And I believe he had maybe a dairy farm. I'm not
Okay.
sure, but he let us have that at a really good price, and a bunch of businessmen raised money, and we were able to get it for unbelievable. So and it was more like a kind of donated. He donated a lot of it, and and then back Monster Moore.
Right. No, I remember the
remember
Moore family,
Monster
of course, because
Moore?
they were neighbors of our ranch that,
Right.
that my grandfather has
Exactly,
out east
exactly.
of town. And Monster's a great friend
Monster
of ours.
Moore and my Uncle Henry. And he's just deceased last year, Henry Prather. But a lot of those guys, those old timers, rodeo guys, they form the club. And as long as there's one member, there'll be a Bartlesville Roundup Club.
Well, I think there's
Yeah.
more than that.
Yeah,
And,
as
and
long as-
later you built the facility out there.
Yes.
And
Yes,
that's such a cool spot,
Right,
too.
right. The late Kenny Buttman built the concession and the restrooms, and he had Jeremy Scott built the bleachers for us. But that was years ago, and it is a lot of upkeep. It's like having a home.
Well, it's one of the things we talk about at the dealership we call sparks, where things get started, and like you said, just one person keeps it going, but
Yeah.
that spark keeps
Yeah.
relighting, and it kind of has a life of its
Right,
own after
right.
82
Right.
years in here in town.
That's
Just keeping
exactly right.
these traditions of our lifestyle going. I
Yes.
mean, because so much of our community is rooted in that kind of ranching and farming and those activities and getting out.
We've got so many people within a 50-mile radius of here that are top dog quality competitors in the rodeo industry. We've got Tyler Milligan, who's from Pahuska, and he just won Cheyenne Frontier Days in the tie-down roping. And he
I don't know.
he junior
know
rodeoed
that.
with my girls, so we're really proud of Tyler.
That's awesome. Yeah. And you'll have some of these guys type fellas at the rodeo.
yeah.
People
Yeah.
coming from
Yeah.
all over the country to
Exactly.
to
There's about 5 states that we have a lot of competitors. It's
Okay.
like Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas. Anyway, but sometimes we get them from real far away. I was telling him the other day we had a bronc rider from New York come.
Wow.
And then we've had them from Idaho and Iowa. So it's International Professional Rodeo Association. And they follow the circuit. So they'll get here. They go their rounds.
That's great. So everybody check that out. That's next week. I know there's great events going on this week too. We've got the YMCA has their try in July. If you're an athlete, when I did a little attempted to run this morning, it was almost like doing a biathlon because it was so humid. It was like running and swimming at the same time.
I went to the pool this morning.
Did
so
you? That's good.
Yeah.
I
I'm
haven't
not
been to the
crazy.
pool.
I'm not going to get out there.
well, we got to keep
Indoor
going.
pool.
No, we
Indoor
got
pool,
to
yes.
keep going. That's good. And so, those of you getting out to do the try in July, congratulations, and that'll be a great event. And also, the Children's Musical Theater is putting on their Wizard of Oz this weekend, so that's good. And we've got baseball going on. I know the Indians had a couple games yesterday and split and need a little help, but with a win and a little help today, they can still go on in the tournament. And,
it's doable.
It's doable, and I think they play tonight at 6:30, so I'll be out checking that out and all the other games going on. And of course, you can find out about that on the Bartlesville Radio website. And great reports there, and a good story by the team on the game last night there. So
Evan had fun with that one.
No, it's been a great season. It's a really fun group of guys to watch, and they're very, very talented, and hopefully they'll have some success later today. And looks like hopefully that we want, I think storms are later after the
1 a.m.
game, so that should be good. I mentioned we've been busy at the dealership. This week we got our next Toyota allocation to us, so the team has a whole new list of Toyotas that have not been sold and they're on their way. That's how the Toyota business works now. And we do have a few on the ground now, though. There's I think about 34 available, and just about every vehicle line possible. A couple of Sequoias, Tacomas. We're really excited and should get our first Grand Highlanders anytime now. It says here, let's see, 7/25, so it'll probably be a week or so after that when we get them. So early August, we'll have our first Grand Highlander, and that's takes the old Highlander midsize SUV and makes it just a little bit bigger. Takes some of the styling cues of the new Sequoia, and I think it's going to be really, really a great vehicle. We've got RAV4s and Venzas and all kinds of great product.
Rodeo trucks.
Well, rodeo trucks. There are some trucks. We've got Tundras. They would work, and the Tacoma.
They would, yes.
F-150 right now. I think we're out of Super Duties. They just opened up the Super Duty order bank this week, though. And so ordering the 24s. That's unfortunately on Super Duty, which is what most of our rodeo friends and cowboys use. But F-150 would work too to haul your trailer around the rodeo circuit pretty well because of the great towing power that the hybrid engine has now, and you get pretty good fuel economy too. And people don't realize the torque that those engines have, and it really can.
It'll pull.
And but obviously a Super Duty is going to be a little bit more effective. But that order bank did open up this week. It should go pretty quick. We've got about 25 orders that we can place, so you want to talk to the team about that. We're also ordering Maverick now, so that's been one that we've had a lot of interest in on the other end of the spectrum, a small pickup truck that Ford came out with a couple years ago that we've ordered some and had them, but haven't had them on the lot really yet. But we'll have several of those, and if you want to order one, that's available. Next week, I think we get Bronco Sport, and it's just going to keep going like this, where we'll have the order banks opening up on the 2024s. And we're also next week or next month, I start with the dealer meetings, so I'll be off to Las Vegas, and not my favorite, but it's all right. But it's hot in August there. But it's what used to be the new car show. They're good meetings, and we learn a lot about the future product that's coming and plans that the manufacturers have. So I've got in mid-August the Ford meeting, and in mid-September the Toyota meeting, and they bring back a lot of good information from there, and should have some glimpses of really neat product that's coming. We know we're going to have some new exciting options, things like the Raptor coming to the Ranger, and some other great stuff and advancements in powertrains and all kinds of product news. So
Are these the meetings where they make you throw your cell phone in the basket
yeah, you
so
put
you can't take
you have
pictures?
these bags you put them in, and they lock it.
Really?
So you can't
Yeah.
sneak any pictures out.
Top secret.
It's top secret. I have to be careful what I bring back. I don't know that they actually listen to Car Talk, but so I might get away with it occasionally, spilling the beans here, but I try not to. But I do want to keep you all informed. Of course.
Sure,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
He rides the line so fine.
Well, it's important.
It is.
Anyway, yeah, no, that's great. Another thing we've been working on. I've talked a lot in recent weeks about the buying center. Used car inventory is really outstanding right now. We've got a great selection of used vehicles of all makes and models. Kobe and Bruce have been out buying vehicles all over the place. They really, we just search everywhere we can for that stuff that we need, and we go get it. And we, trying to pass on the savings we get and finding the right inventory to our customers is really what we're looking for there. If you're looking for a used car, do let us know. We can go find it if we don't have it. We've got a great selection, like I said, of virtually every make and model. And you can check all that out at dungeschoice.com and get to our Toyota and Ford websites. From there, you can look at all the vehicles. We've got pictures, videos of almost every vehicle up there. We've got, you can go in and actually work your own deal. So it starts with our Dunges Simple Price, which is a market-based price. We adjust pricing almost every day. Every morning I come in myself and I review our inventory and look at what other dealers have them priced at. What they were priced at before they disappeared from inventory, so kind of maybe close to what the sale price was. Just trying to eliminate maybe those first 2 rounds of negotiation from the past, right? Yeah. Just make it simple and keep it easy for the consumer. But the cool thing is you can go in on this tool and actually calculate your own payment. You can do what they call a soft pull with your own credit. It doesn't actually go to the credit bureau. It doesn't hit it, which can cause a credit score recalculation. So it just shows you what your credit can get you. So it actually, if you want, you can push apply, and it'll send the what you put together right to the bank. But the cool thing is you can actually calculate your own payment, play with the terms, see the incentives offered by the manufacturer. You can compare lease and purchase, so a lot of those questions you used to have to ask, and that the salesman would run back and forth to the manager to have to calculate, you can now do just right there on your phone or on your computer at home, trying to make it as simple as possible to buy a car. And that's what we do at Doenges. Our team is really focused on your satisfaction. They're salaried and non-commissioned, and really work to help take care of you as our customer. And that's been what we've been doing now for 82 years too here in Bartlesville. So that's kind of cool. A lot of great stuff goes on here and through the years. And let's talk a bit more about the rodeo again. And I want to bring up too that that you do this big event every summer, but the Roundup Club goes on all year.
Right. Well, we have a few more play days in August, and that's just like a little junior rodeo, or a family rodeo, all ages. And then we have.
What are those?
I knew you were going to ask that.
Well, if
Yeah,
you don't know, that's fine. They just rotate.
We'll have it
days
posted on our Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah. But in October 14th and 28th, I believe we're going to have a jackpot barrel race. And I don't know what else is going. There's a lot of people, members. If want to have a birthday party out there, we'll let them have a birthday party, and things like that. And events pop up, but if you keep on our Facebook page, it'll on the events, it'll show you what's going to go on next. I did want to mention the call-in date for our rodeo. If they're entering the rodeo, the major events, that is July 23rd. I believe that's Sunday. Okay. And the number is 918-857-5527. You can text your name and your card number there, and that'll get you on the books. But go ahead and do it.
So go ahead and register on Sunday.
Register. Call somebody, and Bighorn Stock Contractor is who will be putting on the rodeo. It's $10 at the gate from 13 to adult, and $5 for 7 to 12-year-olds, and 6 and under is free. If you want a discount ticket, you can call me at 918-440-6812, and I will give you, I will get your tickets, and then you can tell me which queen candidate you want your support to go to, and I will get it to them. And we have also for the queen tickets, it's a raffle for a Blackstone, one of those big Blackstones, and the prize for the Little Britches raffle tickets that are just $1 a piece. Those are, excuse me, that is a $500 meat package from Rainey Custom Beef there in Ramona.
And sure support those kids out there selling those tickets. That's one of the great experiences.
At least buy one.
At least having them come in and go through their presentation.
Yes,
I love that every year.
Yes. We only have 2 Little Britches contestants and 2 Queen contestants.
Okay.
So do what you can to help them out. Depends on how much they sell, what kind of prizes they'll get. So
they usually visit us.
I'm sure. Yeah.
It's a great tradition. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
And again, that's next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Do go out early and check out the mutton busting and get out there early and do that. And we've got so much other great stuff going on. Don't forget to go to Doenges Stadium out there tonight and look at the baseball team. We've got Children's Musical Theater and Wizard of Oz coming up this weekend. We've got the Try in July for you athletic types, and then rodeo around the corner. Then Summer Sizzling again, August 4th. We'll be out there, and
That will be sizzling.
It usually is for that one, but we'll be out there for the last one of those. Beat the Heat, I think, is the theme, and that'll be a lot of fun. I hear there's rumblings of a reopening at the Price Tower, and I think they'll get that restaurant. I think it's going to be rebranded Love 66 Cafe, something like that, and down below, and eventually the steakhouse upstairs.
Right, steak.
Rumblings of that. Lots of great stuff going on in Bartlesville, as usual. It's a great community, isn't it?
I was telling him there's no other place that I would rather live, and I was an Army brat. I lived a lot of places. I lived a lot of places.
It's a neat place. We're connected, and there's so many great chances to do things like what the Roundup Club does, or 4-H and FFA, or the Children's Musical Theater we mentioned, the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh my gosh.
The Kiddie Park. Yeah, I mean, that'll be going on
forever.
I remember going there when I was little.
No, we all.
It was a long time ago.
We took my kids there, and I went there. Yeah, I mean, it's lots of traditions, and the baseball stadium there, where we've had lots of people who went on to play Major League Baseball come through and play here. And, you never know what's going to start here in Bartlesville.
Didn't they hold the rodeo out there at Doenges Field?
Yes, I was telling you the other day that the rodeo started in Bartlesville. They had a big fireman's rodeo, and it was at the stadium.
At the ballpark,
At the ballpark.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
It seems like
they had
it.
that for several years, and then they decided to not do it any longer, and then so the Bartlesville Roundup Club picked it up and started doing a rodeo, and that's my Uncle Henry. He was involved in the very first rodeo. And
thanks for all
he has
your
some
support
stories.
and volunteering to do all that.
My
for
goodness,
the Roundup
yes.
Club, and if people are interested in being part of that, how do you become a part of the club?
Well, you can contact me, and I will get you in contact with Devin Gray is our president. That's one thing I didn't mention. Devin Gray, our board of directors, they are nonstop working people, and they work a full-time job, and they go out there and work till midnight now every night. Devin Gray, Tamara Hoppick, Kim Hoppick, Jessica Peterson, all the Petersons, Amanda Shamble and Mark and her family, and there's several family members of the Roundup Club that go to our play days, and they all contribute a lot of hours,
So much
as much as they
volunteering.
can. But the board of directors is like, it's a full-time job in addition to their full-time job.
Wow.
But and it's all volunteer. You know, they don't, it's just their reward is in heaven.
Well, and just seeing the results of what they do, and the smile in the
fulfilling.
kids,
It's
and the mutton
fulfilling,
busting, and,
yes,
and when
yes.
when somebody wins the big prize, you know,
Right.
it's just
Yes.
it's a great time.
Yes,
too.
yes. So it's going to be a big rodeo. Lots of people is going to come, and it's one of the best around. So I hope everybody comes out.
Well, I'm sure they will, and that'll be next week, and I mean, starting next Thursday night. And between now and then, come check us out at the dealership. We'll be out there this afternoon, and we're just in a few minutes. I got a meeting I got to be back to. And so,
It never stops for you.
It never stops. No, we'll be out there. It has been very busy. We service. You know, we've talked a little bit about it, but we're instituting a new pickup and delivery program in Ford, where you just call and ask the advisor. There's some limitations, obviously, on how far we can go and what the kinds of services we can do it with. But we're looking at expanding it, and if it really works, it's a cool way for us to really make it more convenient for you, even if you know, it's just a matter of picking up the car at work, bringing it back to you. That way we can get
Helps a lot.
I think it really will. You know, we've had for years, we've worked with appointments and then no appointment necessary, and trying to schedule people. And this allows us to really take the time we need to work on your vehicle, to do it right, not inconvenience you, work it into our schedule right, and get it back to you. And I think it's the best of both worlds, between an appointment and the convenience of being able to just come in when you want to. And
Another fine service that sets Doenges apart from the rest.
we're fine tuning that now, and we'll be working on that. And you can go on our website, schedule your appointment. I mentioned all the great tools on the sales side. If you're looking to sell your vehicle, we'd be happy to take a look at that too. So you start all of that online at our website at DoengesChoice.com, or call us at 918-333-0900.
Very, very good. And don't forget to get your vehicle serviced.
Yes, do change that oil this time of year, and all the maintenance. Really what you want is the full inspection of the vehicle.
You do.
Rotate the tires, make sure they're inflated properly. During the rotation of the tires, we can inspect the brakes, look at the brake pads and all the undercarriage of the vehicle. That's a really important part of the tire rotation process. Plus, just moving them extends the life of the tires often, almost doubles them if you're really consistent at doing that every 5,000 miles. These days, oil changes may not be as necessary as often as the tire rotation on a lot of synthetic oil vehicles. So work with your dealer or whoever you get your maintenance to work that schedule out and stick to it. Things like that really can extend the life and the value of your vehicle.
Indeed, it can.
And this time of year, batteries, wiper blades, tires, those kinds of things really are going to wear quickly. So watch those, and you want to have those looked at before you go on a trip. And we'll be happy to help you out with any of those needs. And we've always got specials going on our website too, so you can check that out again at DoengesChoice.com.
All right. And if you're looking for the detail work, you're still offering that?
Still have detail, yeah. The great team down there at the Doenges Truck Ranch. That's where they're located, and they do a great job. John and the team there, Reggie and John, are really good at what they do. And yeah, they clean all our cars and many retail cars. So if you're looking for a detail, we've got one of the best shops around.
Now, you might not recognize your car when it gets back. It'll be so clean you think Brad gave you a new one. I'm just telling you. It's that good.
That's good.
There you go. Tell everybody where they can find you.
We're out there on Highway 75, 1901 and 1911 Washington Boulevard.
All righty. Right there on 75, the west side, the best side. See you at the rodeo.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on out and see us out there, everybody. We'll bring out a Ford truck.
Yep.